Okay, so let's talk about common English mistakes that Japanese people often make, okay?
Okay.
Sorry for changing the subject all of a sudden.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's good.
Okay, but anyways, let's look at the first one. Some Japanese people say, I cut my hair after they go to a beauty salon. But I think this sentence is not correct because if you say, I cut my hair, it means you cut your hair by yourself. I would say, I got a haircut or I had my haircut after I go to a beauty salon because it's a stylist who cut my hair, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So
Correct.
could you tell me your opinion?
Yeah, I would agree. It usually sounds natural to say, I got a haircut or I got my haircut. Those sound more natural. But I mean, honestly, though, I think every once in a while, I mean, people do even say it like that, though. Even native English speakers will. I think it's more natural when you're talking to someone else, actually. For example, if I get my hair cut, people will sometimes say, oh, you cut your hair. And they don't mean like I personally literally cut my own hair, but that's what they mean. It's, you got a haircut. But sometimes they do say like, oh, you cut your hair. I think every once in a while, too, people will even say like, oh, yeah, I cut my hair today or whatever. They usually, more often than not, they'll say, I got a haircut. Because, yeah, like you said, if you say, I cut my hair, it sounds like you did it yourself.
Yeah, I think so too. I totally agree. If you say I got a haircut or I had my haircut, I think these two sentences are correct. But I think I've heard a native English speaker say I cut my hair even though they went to a beauty salon before.
Right.
Even a native English speaker says I cut my hair.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But not as often though. It's more natural to say I got my hair cut.
Yeah, how about I had my haircut?
I had my hair cut. Sounds normal. It doesn't sound as common as the other ones. I had my hair cut. But yeah, you could totally say that. It sounds fine. Sounds natural. I had my hair cut. That really implies like that someone else did it, I think. I had my hair cut. It's like I had someone else cut my hair, kind of. I had my hair cut.
Okay, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go on to the next one. So let's look at the difference between meet and see. These two words are confusing for Japanese people because they're translated into au in Japanese. I think meet is used when you see someone for the first time or you have plans or appointment. For example, I'm excited to meet your new colleague. I met John for the first time yesterday. Meet me at a coffee shop at 7, meet me at 4 p.m., something like that. But on the other hand, see is used when you see your family or friends and it's not the first time. For example, I saw my brother yesterday. I saw my friend on the street, something like that. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I would agree with those. When you say meet, yeah, usually it is either the first time you meet someone, like, oh, I met so and so, or it does often sound like you specifically made plans to see them. But it's not necessarily true. Like sometimes you could say, oh, I met my friend at the grocery store the other day. But I mean, if you wanted to be more specific, you would probably say, I unexpectedly met my friend at the grocery store, which implies that you just happened to meet them. Whereas if you say, I saw my friend at the grocery store yesterday, that sounds a little bit more like it was not planned. Oh, I saw my friend at the grocery store yesterday. Because they both get used kind of interchangeably. I saw my friend, but if you say like, I saw my friend at somewhere, then I think it sounds like you kind of just ran into them unexpectedly. You met them unexpectedly. But if you just say like, oh yeah, I saw my dad yesterday. If you don't say the place, then it sounds more like it was planned. Like I hung out with my dad. Oh, I saw my dad yesterday. I got to see my cousin yesterday. I saw my cousins for a while. But even then, it's not necessarily true that it's always, unexpected or expected. Like, oh, I saw my cousins at my aunt's house yesterday. If you say that, then it sounds like you obviously planned to see them or go there because otherwise you wouldn't be at your aunt's house. But if you say like, I saw so-and-so at the grocery store or like some other public place, where you wouldn't normally just hang out, then it sounds like it was unexpected, like coincident. I don't know if that was helpful.
I'm not a native English speaker, so I don't really notice the subtle nuance.
Right.
Thank you so much. So let's move on to the next one. There are two sentences. The first one is, do you know Shohei Ohtani? And the second one is, do you know about Shohei Ohtani? Know and know about. I think if you say, do you know Shohei Ohtani, that means, do you personally know Shohei Ohtani? Whereas if you say, do you know about Shohei Ohtani, that means, are you familiar with Shohei Ohtani or have you heard of Shohei Ohtani? That's my understanding. Is this correct?
There are going to be exceptions, I think, where people might say, do you know Shohei Ohtani? And they might mean, do you know about him? Because if it's like someone or something that's famous, well, I guess especially someone, talking about people, if it's someone that is famous, and you say, do you know Shohei Ohtani? Then I think usually that most people would know that even if you say, do you know Shohei Ohtani, they mean, do you know about him? Because
Yeah, that's obvious.
yeah, because it's not very common to actually personally know a famous person like that.
Yeah.
So I think in cases like that, sometimes people might say it like that, even if they only mean, do you know about him? But to be safe, like especially for non-native English speakers, I think you should definitely stick to your method of say, do you know about so-and-so? Unless you mean, do you personally know them? One other way that I think the way you say it too, for example, instead of saying, do you know Shohei Ohtani? You could say, you know Shohei Ohtani? If you say it like that, you take off the do at the beginning and you just say, you know Shohei Ohtani? That sounds more like, do you know about him? Like, are you aware of him?
Do you think that sounds casual? You know Shohei Ohtani instead of saying, do you know Shohei Ohtani?
Yeah. It's definitely casual. A lot of times we use it like that. You know Shohei Ohtani? Yeah. Oh, he's like the best. He's so good at everything.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Kind
that
of?
makes sense.
Kind
I understand what you said. But anyways, do you know about Shohei Ohtani? This is a question. I mean, is Shohei Ohtani popular in the US?
No, you're actually asking me?
Yeah. I'm asking you this question right now.
Not
Asking
just
the difference
not
between
just
the two.
hypothetical. Yeah. Yes. He's the baseball player, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I personally am not into sports very much, but I have heard about him, so I do know him. Because
Ooh.
my friends who are more into sports know about him. And yeah, they told me that he's pretty much just like the best baseball player ever.
Yeah.
Because he does like batting and pitching and right?
Yeah, he's a two-way player. I don't know how to pronounce the word MVP. He got MVP. Anyway, he's the most talented baseball player in Major League Baseball, and he got the award. So I think he's amazing.
Yeah.
And he got MVP twice. So yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah. He's living in the US though, right? He's part of
Yes.
the US Baseball League,
Yes,
right?
he
Yeah.
lives in Los Angeles right now.
Yeah.
He's a Dodger.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that says a lot about him because I don't know about baseball or sports, but I still know about him. So yeah, my friends talked about him to me before.
You mean your Japanese friends? You have a lot of Japanese friends, so they might have him.
My American friends actually.
American friends.
Yeah. So I think most American people, well, definitely anyone who's into baseball, they must all know him. But I think a lot of American people probably know about him too, just in general. Because because I'm not into baseball, but I know about him just because I have friends who happened to talk about him.
Oh,
So
okay.
I would imagine that's true for a lot of other people probably as well.
Oh, okay. So he's famous in America as well, even though you're not into baseball. You know about him. So
Yeah.
Interesting. Do you ever see him like on social media or like in the news? No?
I don't, but I don't really spend a lot of time looking at social media or the news. So if I did, maybe I would, but yeah.
Every day I check Twitter and he's often trending on Twitter. So yeah, I often see him and he's very popular here in Japan. So I often see him on social media, in the news, like everywhere. For example, when I walk on the street, I see his advertisement. I mean, he's used for advertisement.
Yeah, if you just end the sentence there, it would sound natural to say he is used for advertisement.
He's used for advertisement.
Right. Or you could say, I mean, technically it would still be it still would be correct to say he is used for advertising. But I think if you say advertising, it sounds more natural to follow that up with another word. For example, he is often used for advertising shoes. Right, like he's used to advertise for shoes. He's often used for advertising shoes, but
yeah, he has been used for advertising New Balance.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, what I wanted to say was that he's very popular here and I see him everywhere.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to say.
I can imagine.
Yeah, anyway, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, so let's go over the difference between watch a movie and see a movie. I would say I watch a movie if I see a movie at home because when the screen is small, I have to focus on watching it, the screen, the small screen. But if I go to a movie theater, I would say I went to see a movie or something.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
What's your opinion?
Yeah. I think usually I would say you're generally correct. Yeah. When you say I watch a movie, that's usually more something that you do at home or on like a smaller screen. If you say I saw a movie, that's usually you went to the theaters and saw it and watched the movie in the movie theaters. I noticed this isn't like a hard rule, I don't think, but I noticed usually the difference between watch and see is that usually we say we watch things that move. So like I watched the baseball game, right? The players are moving during the baseball game, or I watched the birds outside. Whereas a lot of times I feel like for see, we say see about things that aren't moving. So like, oh, I saw, or it sounds more like it's just less intentional. But so for example, like, oh, I see the trees outside, right? It would sound weird to say I watch the trees outside because the trees are just like sitting there not doing anything, but I see the trees outside. Or I love seeing the mountains, you know, I love seeing the mountains. But I guess I could still say I see the birds outside, but that sounds a little bit less active. Like it sounds more like, oh, I'm just happening to see the birds outside. Whereas if it's like I watch the birds, it's like I'm actively watching them to see what they do. But yeah, but I'm not sure why that difference happens with movie theaters. But I think you're right there. If I say I watch a movie, it's usually more like at home or on a smaller screen. Whereas I saw a movie, yeah, it's like I went to the movie theater and I saw a movie on the big screen.
I feel like when you unconsciously see something, you can say, I see something. But when you have to focus on something, you say, like, watch something.
Right, yeah, when it's more like focused and intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it's intentional or not.
Right.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, let's see. Do you think it's weird to say goodbye to your friends? Goodbye.
I think it's, yeah, a little bit weird to say the whole word, like goodbye. We usually will just say like bye. Okay, bye. Or just like see ya, or like have a good night, have a good day. Yeah.
You often say take care at the end of the lesson. Every time you're like, take care, right?
Yes,
So,
yeah. That's another common one too. Take care.
Take care. See you later. Do you think it's weird to say bye-bye? Does it sound childish? Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. It sounds a little bit more like fun or funny. So I guess, yeah, kind of a little bit more childish, but it just sounds more a little more like you're kind of like joking around with them. Like, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah. So, yeah, that one doesn't get used very commonly either, I don't think. If it does get used amongst like adults or older people who aren't like children, then yeah, then I feel like when they are trying to be kind of fun or funny, it's like bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I feel like when I was a child, I would say bye-bye to my friends, but when I become an adult, I wouldn't say bye-bye to my to someone I know. I might say bye-bye to my friends though. Still, I might say bye-bye to my friends.
Right. Like more to be funny, right? It's kind of like like you would do it knowing that it sounds kind of childish or whatever, but right?
I feel like bye-bye in Japanese is not that weird.
Oh, okay.
Bye-bye. Jane, bye-bye. Yeah, I always say bye-bye in Japanese.
Okay.
Bye-bye. It doesn't sound, I don't know, it might sound childish, but I might say bye-bye to my close friends.
Okay. There's also another one, this gets used every once in a while. People will say like peace or peace out.
Ah, peace.
Yeah.
Peace out.
That sounds like more cool, just like peace or peace
Peace.
out. Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah.
You think peace sounds casual?
Definitely, yeah. Yeah. Definitely more casual that you would use amongst like friends or something. Yeah, friends and family. Peace out.
Peace. I feel like peace sounds cool. because it sounds so native.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, Japanese people don't say peace when they say bye. So
Right.
I feel like if someone says peace, I think that that person is used to speaking English.
Yeah, yeah, like you said, it sounds very native. Or at least, I guess I don't know how much it gets used in other countries, but it definitely gets used a lot here in the United States.
Peace.
Peace out.
Peace. So then I'm gonna say peace at the end of this lesson.
Sounds good.
So we are running out of time. Okay, so that's all for today.
Okay.
Do you have anything you wanna talk about? Do you have any questions?
What time do you usually go to bed?
It depends. Well, it really depends, but these days I go to bed around 1 o'clock, 1 p.m., 1 a.m.
a.m.
or 2 a.m. How about you?
I usually go to bed around 11 p.m.
Oh, 11. Yeah, that's good for your health.
Yeah, that's why I do it. Otherwise, I would probably be more of a night owl. I'd probably stay up later, but yeah. But anyways, yeah, looks like we're out of time. So
Thank you so much for your time today. It was fun.
thank you, and
Peace.
peace. Peace out.
Peace out. See you later.